Hello and welcome everyone to the online Rube Goldberg Machine Contest Award Ceremony announcement. I'm Zach from Zach's Contraptions, also the National Contest Director here at the Rube Goldberg Institute, and I'm happy to share with you that this was an amazing contest with an incredible amount of entries. Not everyone could be a winner, but we did try to award as many awards as possible. Without delay, let's get into it. So first up, of course, there is the award ceremony, but I want to cue you into some 2026 news that is now available. Next year's task has already been announced. It's opening a box. This year's task, of course, being feed a pet, but next year we're getting even simpler. Open a box. Do you think that you can do that? I hope you can, because we want to actually see you. I know this is for the online contest. However, for the 2026 Rube Goldberg Machine World Championship, that is live and in person, and that's going to be Saturday, May 16th, 2026, held at the Tippecanoe County Fairground in Lafayette, Indiana. That's where we normally have the live contest. Again, many of you join us because it's a little difficult to enter into our contest, or possibly it's difficult transporting the machine, what have you. But this year, we're really trying to make everyone participate in the live in person, because while online is fantastic, there's just something so incredible about doing this in person. And in fact, registration for this contest is now open. You can now register your team for this event. And with it, in order to make it easier, I know if you've done this many years, you've done it online. Again, trying to transition you to the live contest. If you want to still do online, that will still be available. But what we've made is we made it easier. Anyone can now participate in our contest. We now switch it from collegiate division into adult division. As many of you know, we have friends and family here in the online contest, and we decided to open up to the world for our live contest. So if you are a group ages 18 and up, you will then be able to participate in the contest, same as you would online with friends and family. All divisions have the same rules. So rather than having to compare rules with one another, even for online, there's different rules for different divisions. It's now the same all across. Online, of course, you have limitless boundaries. Real life, that would be nice if we can continue that. All divisions in the live contest now have 10-foot boundaries, which gives you quite a lot of space. And in fact, again, online, you can do single member, but now for the live contest as well, you may also have just a single member team, or all the way up to 15. Your registration fee covers all the way from 1 through 15 students. Not only that, but if you participate at a live regional event, which of course you do need to compete at a regionals before making it to the World Championship, this year, what's really, really cool is that everyone, no matter if you get first place or 10th place or what have you, everyone gets the chance to move on to the World Championship. And that's because our contest really focuses on this mentality of improvement and inventing, failure-based learning. So if you want that opportunity to fix your contraption, if you want that opportunity to improve yourselves and move on to the next opportunity of contest, we're now letting anyone participate at the World Championship. So really, really cool. But of course, now on to this year's award winners for the 2025 online Rube Goldberg Machine Contest. We're going to go through the winners of all the different awards, featuring the first place winners in each division. We're actually going to see those videos, because of course we don't have time to look at every single video here in this broadcast. But that being said, you might want to see them. So stay tuned for a link at the end to view all the award-winning entries. With it, there are 7 awards this year: Best Starting Step, Best Final Step, Artistry Award, Most Hilarious, the Best Presentation, Creativity Award, and of course, the overall best in each division. And before each of these awards are announced, I'll give you a little bit of background as to what it is. Best Starting Step is, of course, awarded to each team whose first step in the chain reaction was performed in the most unique and/or creative manner. Meaning, it's not just how you end the machine, not how you just solve the task, but how you start the contraption. We really were looking for something really unique and creative. You know, not just touching a domino and having that fall, but possibly feeding a fish from the beginning. Who knows? But with it, again, you can check out all the winners later. But starting off, in the elementary division, we have Team E03, Small Sea Fish. For middle school division, M05, Holy Family STEM Club. For high school division, H09, the Auto Lads. I particularly liked your starting step. And for the friends and family division, the Bermuda Rube Goldbergers. Love that name as well. They were actually competitors in the 2024 contest as well. So those are our 4 winners for the best starting step. And we move on to the best final step. So how each team solved the task of feeding a pet, how unique and creative. And so moving to that, the elementary division winner for that was E02 Seafish team, not to be confused with the prior award. They are in fact from the same school, however. For middle school, M09 DCE Idea School. High school division, it's 805, the Looney Rube Goldberg. Definitely check out all these videos. I really like this video as well. And for the friends and family division, team F02 Teddytron 2000. Now, this is the very first year that we separated the online contest into divisions. And I will say, we had a huge outpouring of support for elementary, middle, and high school. The friends and family, I think because it was a brand new division, because we opened up, there wasn't actually so many entries in that division. So you are going to see the same winners repeated that one. So spread the word, friends and family. Anyone is able to be a part of this contest, especially online, but now, like I mentioned earlier, in the live contest as well. So next up, we have the Artistry Award, awarded to a team whose machine is either the most eye-catching, best decorated, or their theme was clearly distinguishable. Because Rube Goldberg Machines should have a theme. You're feeding a pet, make something thematic about it. Some teams choose Scooby-Doo. Some teams choose a pet store, what have you. And for the elementary division, we have the Rube Goldberg Family Farm. I wonder what their theme was. Middle school division, M02, the Carrollton School 8th grade team. High school division, team 801, NCSSM, the Unicorns. And for friends and family, F01, the Bermuda Rube Goldbergers. The most hilarious, Rube Goldberg Machine. They take a very simple task and make it incredibly complicated using a number of interactions, but it's got to be in a funny and or ridiculous way. That's what separates a chain reaction from a Rube Goldberg machine. And with it being a hilarious interaction, well, that's something that our judges looked for. And we did have a large panel of judges this year who really broke it down into, which machines were the best this year. And for elementary division, we have E10, the LVCMs, Steam Squad Junior. They actually participated at our live contest as well. Yes, you can compete in both the live contest and the online contest as well. You're more than welcome to do that. That being said, if you are the champion of the World Championship, the live version, you're definitely considered in the award pool for the online. However, our judges did decide not to award any awards for them, because I know a few of our champions did submit into this. So if you're wondering why you don't see your name pop up, that is the reason. For middle school division, we have team M04, Team Terry. High school division, 808, Baldy the Eagle and the Circle of Friends. A lot of these teams, they submit year after year, and you can actually watch their videos on my YouTube channel from last year. And in fact, I know I mentioned that there's a link at the end of this video. However, you will have the chance to see their machines uploaded on my channel all throughout the year. So you can either watch it now or watch it as it pops up later. Of course, you can find that all on Zach's Contraptions. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow everything I do, because it's the best way to keep in touch with Rube Goldberg, the Rube Goldberg Institute, and all things really fun. And last up for most hilarious friends and family division, we have F02 Teddytron 2000. Best presentation. So this is for a team who effectively presented their machine in a clear, concise, and entertaining way. You got to be able to narrate the machine. You've got to be able to talk us through a video where you're just sending us the machine running, and then that's it, whether it be 10, 20, 30 seconds with no intro. Well, that's part of the rules. We need that introduction portion to all of this. And so the teams that won this award do, in fact, get the prize at the end of the day. And for elementary, E08, the Paxton Steam Club. Middle school, M06, VCMS Engineering Team. 803, Carrollton School, the high school team. So well done to Carrollton School for winning awards in both middle school and high school. And F01, the Bermuda Rube Goldbergers. Creativity Award, awarded to the team whose machine reflects the spirit of Rube Goldberg and his creative nature to think in unique ways. Rube Goldberg was a very unique person, and you look at any one of his cartoons, and boy, oh boy, thinking outside the box. And that's really what this award embodies. And so for elementary division, E09, Beach Stars, they certainly embodied that. Same with M03, Team DeQuavion, if I say that correctly, the middle school division team. High school division, H04, the Electronics 3. And friends and family division, Bermuda Rube Goldbergs are starting to run away with it as they had an impressively creative machine for their division. And last but not least, the moment you've all been waiting for, because now we actually will take a look at those videos. Overall best division, first place. And these are teams these are the ones that embody the spirit of Rube Goldberg by excelling across all the previous categories that we've mentioned. And it's making it the most outstanding overall entry in each of their respective divisions. And drumroll please, for elementary division, we have E06, a chef's fish. So let's take a look at that. Naturally starting off with a fish.
In a tank, a fantastic sight. A hungry fish is waiting for a meal without a fight. He loves fish food, but no one is around, so he builds a contraption to feed himself without a sound. With a flick of a fin and a twitch of a tail, the machine springs to life and starts to prevail. It whips up a feast with shrimp and bloodworms galore, and cooks them up perfectly on his personal plate once more. The fish dines in style with a smile so wide. I'm the king of the tank, with a meal that's always by my side. He munches and crunches with a joyful delight. I'm the smartest fish with a meal that's just right. The shrimp is a hit, the bloodworm's a treat. The fish is in heaven, with his meal so sweet. Now this fish is famous for his clever feet, a master of machines who can't be beat. Let's get cooking!
Excellent example of the step where the ice has to get melted. Amazing interactions or erosional steps, such creativity with their different energy transfers. You can see the simple machines all throughout. Really making use of space. The camera follows it all along nicely. You can tell that overall that this is a perfect run. It was successful. There's no edits, there's no cuts. And of course, there is in fact a pet being fed at the end of the day. So, well done.
Banana, how did you get
06.
food? You know you're not supposed to cook when we're not home.
Moving on to the middle school division. There is more to the video. They explain it and show little highlights. So if you want to see more of that, by all means, check it out. It is a phenomenal video. Middle school division, we have M01, the Inventors.
So we are the Inventors Club 4-H. I'm Gabriel, and so first in this chain reaction thing, we have the hammer that will pull back and it'll hit that switch right there, and then it'll make the record player turn. So then the string will pull, and the pulling of the string would turn this thing, and then the ball will fall out, and it'll hit this thing, and then this will start to move, and then the ball will get picked up right there. I'm just using my finger, and it'll go over here to the marble maze, and then I'll hit the dominoes.
My name is Matthew. The last domino is connected to a string which will pull the skeleton arm down and hit the first stick, and that will cause a chain reaction, and when it reaches the last stick, it's going to knock down the wedge to allow the cylinder to roll.
My name is Hussein, and once the cylinder is rolling, it's going to hit a switch which will trigger the reaction of the Archimedes screw over here. When the Archimedes screw is going to be turning, it's going to pull this wood piece, and when it pulls, the spring will get taut, and the hole will shift to the side of the funnel, and the food will fall through into the drop bowl.
Moving on to the high school division, we have our 2-year-in-a-row champion, Kettle Moraine. The Kettle Moraine School of Arts and Performance in Wisconsin. They take it again for the 2nd year in a row with a, once again, incredible machine. Let's check it out.
The doors opened around Symbol as it was blasted with cold air. Symbol was too focused on the air to notice the small, rat-sized shopping cart it was running up to. As its weight hit the inside of the cart rolled down the storage pallet it was parked on and tumbled into a tower of canned food.
The guinea pig squeaked as the rat leaped over the enclosure. They called out, "Where are you going? Get back in your cage." The rat ignored them as it continued on its adventure.
The rat scurries as the diseases follow. The fleas begin to nip. Thankfully, the rat happens to come across an open bottle of flea medication, and the fleas begin to flee.
She sprinted towards a big block of cheese in the distance in the midst of all the excitement. Symbol knocked into not cheese, but a rubber duck in a car.
The little gnat yelped, flying over the edge of the small wash tub. Oh no! Symbol saw him land right into the soapy section. However, the soap holder flew up under Symbol's weight as he landed. Suds flew everywhere, coating everything in white bubbles and a sweet lavender aroma.
Briskly stumbling away, Symbol had already found a new wheel of problems. During her light steps, she would tumble far out of her control. She tried to use anything to stop her descent, and it ended with her slamming her side into a dog bone. The force of her body had been enough to tip the bone, and it had hit the butt of a feeder.
He scattered away just in time to avoid Wigglepaws Sternberg, the hungry kitty pawing for her meal. In his dizziness, he tumbled further into the next aisle.
It climbed up onto the first shelf, slid down, and hopped onto the next shelf. It fell into a box that was attached to a seesaw toy and jumped back out.
It made its way across the shelf, but knocked down a bird cage while doing so. The bird in the cage escaped and started to chase after the rat. The rat ran down a tree to avoid the bird. It hid behind bird feeders, sneaking over to the other end of the aisle.
Crashing and dashing, Symbol jumps into a cart. In the final home stretch, she continues to dart.
We are KM Perform, and this is our 2025 Rube Goldberg Machine.
I want to pause it right before they start this, is that they're not just saying each step as it goes through. They're not saying this does that, does this. There's a story behind it. There's a theme. That's very much a Rube Goldberg style in that you're combining that theme with the overall task. And Kettle Moraine has done that a phenomenal job in doing so the last 2 years. But let's check out their contraption. What I really like about that as well is that you can tell that the students, they built it in modules. They built it in sections and then later linked it together. And that's an excellent example of teamwork and a school coming together, working brilliantly to come up with an amazing contraption. And last, but of course not least, Friends and Family Division for first place, the Bermuda Rube Goldbergers. So well done to all of our teams. Let's check out what they came up with.
Wow, Roisin, what's this? This is my Rube Goldberg machine. It's got all the 6 simple machines. You know how the guys always forget to feed the chickens when they go to the beach? Well, I built this machine to do it for me. They always ring the phone when they forget to feed the chickens when they go to the beach.
So when they ring the phone, it triggers the machine?
Yeah.
Oh. What's that bucket over there?
It has baking soda in it.
Oh.
And that bottle right there has vinegar and baby apps, which will let my lemur friend Skittles go.
Oh. What's that? Why is there a red pot tied to some string rubber bands?
That's the cat foot. The camel will bend the string and fire the catapult to feed my chickens. Oh, I see.
I feel like we forgot something. Morgan, did you feed the chickens? No, I don't think I fed the chickens. Rex and Ivan, did you feed the chickens? No. Why did you ask? We didn't feed the chickens. Wait. Ask me that. We better tell the girls. We forgot to feed the chickens. I better ring the bell.
Well, again, an excellent narrative. Of course, with these Rube Goldberg machines, we want to have a clean run with the actual machine. But the presentation portion, feel free to record that however you want. If you want to have these multiple scenes, that is brilliant. We love seeing this. As you can see there at the end, there was definitely a cut in the video, but the machine fully worked. We saw that. It just provided another close-up at the end. And again, what a brilliant machine. Now, you might have noticed that these students, they might have looked like they belonged in the elementary division, and they probably did so. However, if you were entering in the friends and family, that means that you can have an adult help you with the assembly, with the whole process. So again, if you want your team to enter in the different divisions, if you want to be simply in elementary, by all means, if you want to do friends and family with a little bit of adult assistance, you are more than welcome to do so. But overall, just an incredible machine all around. These are machines that used everyday objects in unique and creative ways. They weren't just all marble runs and dominoes, not just a marble traveling back and forth, but really incorporating the items that you have all around. Incredible machines all throughout. And as promised, that link to view all the incredible machines, we'll also put that up on rubegoldberg.org. But again, scan that QR code. You can see all the winners available on there, or eventually they'll get posted to my YouTube channel at some point. Now, of course, if you want more Rube, if you're watching this and you've made it through this video, of course you want more Rube. Beyond, of course, my Rube Goldberg book, Rube Goldberg's Big Book of Building, that teaches anybody to build these contraptions, we still have more contests open for this year. If you're an artist, if you're a drawer, enter a crazy cartoon contest. This is completely free. You design your own Rube Goldberg machine completely via paper and submit it, just like Rube would, as if you were entering a newspaper entry. Of course, you know, the online contest is amazing as is, but the live contest just is something that it's such a worthwhile endeavor for all people to enjoy. Team registration is now open. It's only $79 per team to participate in this contest. Of course, some people aren't able to join, but we do have worldwide registration. Teams around the world are joining us. That last team, of course, from family and friends was from Bermuda. And so, of course, even if you are from Bermuda, we can still welcome you to the World Championship. So if you are interested, certainly register today. There's the Rube Goldberg Playground Contest, where you have the chance to design your own playground, and we're going to bring that playground to life. Now, the design portion is complete at this point, but we are now taking applications for site selection. Who is going to earn this Rube Goldberg Playground absolutely for free? It's amazing. Check out rubegoldberg.org for more information on that one. Of course, we have the Minecraft and the Unreal Engine digital Rube Goldberg machine contest. The deadline has passed on this, but those run annually each year. So keep an eye out for Minecraft and Unreal as we come up. And again, of course, all the ways to Rube Goldberg throughout the year. We have more and more things coming out all the time. Myself, Zach's Contraptions, I'm doing Rube Goldberg in real life through various TV programs, science centers, and what have you. So Rube Goldberg is out there in all the world, and we are very happy to bring it to you here at the Rube Goldberg Institute and at Zach's Contraptions. With it though, I want to thank you all for watching tonight. Thank you to everyone who participated. Congratulations to all our award winners. And we will see you in 2026 for the Open the Box Challenge.